I'm Daniel J. Krizanowicz, the head coach of men's soccer here, and I've brought with me 4 players for this edition.
My name is Oscar Cartagena. I'm a senior, and I'm number 12.
My name is Mason Jones. I'm a junior. I'm number 4.
My name is Joey Amon. I'm a junior, and I'm number 6.
My name is Luis Velasco. I'm a senior, number 10.
Overall, for me, it's been a very long 4 years. I'm so proud of these young men. I've known them since their freshman year. I've known Luis since my freshman year, and it's so happy to see all of them grow. Mason scored the winning goal. Joey had missed 2 PKs, yet scored the winning goal, made history, and Luis, possibly his best 2 games of the year, and I'm so proud to be part of this family because I get to leave this program making history.
I think this weekend showed a lot about us. Like when we played Kickin, getting a goal up and then the next probably 2 or 3 minutes we were down a goal. Like that's huge for any team, and the fact that we were able to come back and end up winning just showed a lot to our character.
Definitely showed a lot to our character. I mean, we hadn't really been scored on much this season, so to see how we reacted to getting scored on. But I know myself having a very poor day, like my first day, my teammates definitely were able to get me back on track, and the following day to come back and do what I did. Definitely, all thanks to the team.
Yeah, it definitely showed a lot of character from the team. You know, we've been talking about November 10th since last year, which was our goal, and we did it. You know, with all the hard work and all the team becoming a family and stepping up whenever everybody needed each other. So it was definitely an experience that we'll never forget.
For me, the experience, well, first off, it meant a lot more gray hair in the beard. When you go, into PK shootouts, it's a pretty stressful moment. These guys like to be dramatic, and then to have to go back the next day, being down for quite a significant amount of time in that game and having to absorb that, and they caused us some pain. They made us suffer in some moments, and were real dangerous. For those 2 opportunities, they scored 2 goals in a matter of, I think, 2 minutes. So for us, that was difficult. But I thought the team showed great resilience, great character. To actually play the day before through double overtime against a very good opponent, and then to go to PKs and then have to bounce back the next day and go into double overtime and win with, I think it was about 3 minutes left in double overtime. That showed a lot of heart, a lot of drive, a lot of determination, characteristics we've been talking about all year. So I was proud. I mean, for me, in fact, the best memory I think I'll take from the whole tournament was just seeing the celebration and joy, the post-game joy of the championship with the team, and seeing the smiles, seeing the hugs, seeing the happiness, the cheering. I mean, that's what I'm going to take with me was, when you work so hard for something, the rewards that you get and that you reap, and to see that from the team was a good feeling. It almost took away from me the fact that they put me into maybe 3 years closer to having a stroke, I think, before that. So, it was great to see the young men. We've got great guys, great guys in this room, great guys on the team. So I was really happy for all of them. Even players that didn't play in the game, you could just see were elated with joy, knowing that they were part of something and a part of history at this school. So I think that's, that was awesome.
On the play, I mean, I saw Luke play it and I did the standard, checked in middle, and it ended up coming out to me and I finished. But throughout the whole game when we went down 1, because in the first beginning of the game I thought, oh, we got this. But when we went down 2-1, I was thinking I had so many situations and scenarios in my head. I was thinking could this really be it? Is this really over? We've worked so hard this whole season. We went double overtime yesterday just to lose like this. Very disappointing. So I don't know. I guess when I saw that goal, I saw it in a different way than I'd seen anything else. I only had 1 other goal this season, and to see something like that, it just came out, and I felt this is it. I can't really explain it. It was natural. It felt like I was gonna finish this no matter what, even if I got knocked on the ground, which I did. I had to hit it hard because I thought that guy would get there in time to block it, so I had to put some power on it for sure.
What I always have going through my head is something that Coach K says, that big players show up in big time moments, and I've been able to do it sometimes in the past, in the previous games of the season. And so my goal going into that game is to make up for my mistakes the prior day and to like try to shine in those big moments. I genuinely don't know how the ball got to me when it did. Don't know. I can't remember where it came from. But when I got it onto my left foot, I was honestly highly debating crossing it. I really didn't know, and it was more when I was like, why not? Just give it a go. And when I saw it go in, I genuinely did not know what to think for the next couple hours because I was still in shock that we had, just accomplished like what we all set out to accomplish. There was 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the game, so for it to be, another 2 minutes and 40 seconds of no goals, we go to another 50-50 on PKs. So to score then was literally the most, one of the most ecstatic things ever, because you never know what could have happened if that didn't happen, or just like Mason said, so many thoughts of, we were up, we were dominating a lot of that game. So for it to end in that fashion was definitely deserved.
Well, in halftime, when we were down 2-1, I had no doubt that our team would come back. It just seemed like when we went on the second half, QCO just did not have the physical attributes to keep going like our players. We were on top of them, and the amount of times we kept going, they seemed like they were getting tired, and I just knew that someone would come in, especially Mason. He made a big play. Big players make big-time plays in very important matches. And overall, it's been a long 4 years here. I remember at the end of the game, I shook Coach K's hand and I said, "Coach K, thank you. It's been a long 4 years." And he told me a recent statistic that I was leaving this program the most winningest player. However, the beauty of this is that every year that I've been here, the caliber of this program has only been going up and better and better and better. So what I want to say to anybody who comes here, that every time you come here, I want you to beat that statistic. Always leave this program the winningest player ever. And I'm glad that we made this caliber and that we made it to the national tournament.
Just like Oscar said, now the expectations for whoever's coming to this program is big. So yeah, and during that last game, we were going down 2-1, but I really knew that we were Lions and we had the actual effort to put into the game. And before starting the second half or even the overtimes, when we huddle and we talk about what we're trying to do, we knew that we were gonna do what we did. So, and I knew that we have very good players in this team that step up when they are needed. Joy saved us pretty much throughout the season. So
I'd like to point out, Joey also scored on Kickin regular season in double overtime, just like the champion.
It was
Joey's really
really
dramatic.
Every
team's got a drama queen. Every team's got a joke.
right. But yeah, no, definitely something that I'll remember the rest of my life. Being a senior, being able to be a captain, definitely something I'll take with me.
Listen, there actually is a lot of similarities, but there's some unique differences too. I think anytime any team wins a championship, whether you get a back-to-back or three-peat or 10 in a row versus your first time ever, it takes quality players. I've always been a believer that you've got to have the horses, and this team had the horses. This team, it was right from the spring, I think, of last year, actually the fall, losing in penalty kicks last year in the playoffs to St. Mary's. I thought, hey, this team's got a lot of ability. We got a lot of people coming back. Our expectations should be high. We're going to be getting better, as Oscar had previously mentioned. But the last program I was able to take to a championship, started the same way. The year before I got there, they hadn't won a match. And then there was a progressive state. In year 4, we won our first conference championship and advanced to the NCAA tournament. And then in year 5, we ended up being top 20 in the country the entire season, and top 10 in the first round bye and then second round NCAA tournament home game. Hopefully this program's going to continue on that same ascending into the same direction. But this it's been a lot of joy. It's been a lot of fun. There's been some heartache, but this team I thought had the makings of a champion, because maybe more so than the biggest difference is I think all the controversy, adversity, hardships that we faced. I mean, the first 7-8 games, it's hard to tell, but I gained about 25 wrinkles and at least 30 gray hairs in this beard. We had the first 7 matches of the season, we didn't have the same starting lineup once. We had a minimum of 3 starters injured at every single one of those matches. Louise missed the first half of the season, who was a key ingredient. Aaron Cummings, I think right now he's still 3rd on the team in shots, and he only played the first 4 full matches. So, arguably, I think coming in, we thought he was going to be a very dangerous piece for us. And it showed early on. I mean, in the Messiah game, I thought he was the most dangerous player on the field. So, to lose a player of that caliber, to have Louise out for half the time, go a game in and game out. I mean, the Messiah game, we thought, with Toma, I think he went out of the game 32 seconds into the match. So, we already were down, I think, 3 or 4 starters going into the game. But I just thought a lot of guys were able to step up, fight through adversity, deal with the injuries, the hardship, and it had a lot of ingredients of the character. And I just hope it continues on into the NCAA tournament and into future seasons, because it's been nice to see the program continue to where I think this year we finally got the mindset right. That's almost the thing that takes the longest, I think, to build. But now I think we're confident going forward in our abilities and in our team as a whole. So, I mean, for me, it's been a great ride thus far, building it to, winning a championship. So it's been fun, and, as you said, I've been there before. So I think I know now what to expect, and, I think we'll be prepared.
Overall, as a senior, entering the NCAA for the first time ever, I'm really excited. No matter who we play, it doesn't matter. We're gonna step up, and I think just like them, we have to respect them, but we also earn the respect for winning the NEAC championship, and I think everyone's ready to have a good debut in the national tournament for the first time in the program's history. So I believe that we're all excited.
Definitely, and I think we'll be pretty well prepared. Like when we played Kickin last week, that's a situation that could very easily happen in the NCAA tournament. And the fact that we're able to come back from being down and be able to even win in double overtime in such a big moment, that's been our biggest game yet. I think that properly prepared us. I think practices definitely could be, a little bit better, but I think the mindset going in, I think we all believe we can do something great.
I mean, we're all excited. I mean, it's an outstanding opportunity just to get to play, whether or not you go far or not. I mean, we obviously plan to try to make a run, but I mean, we're all still riding high from this weekend and just going into the tournament with that excitement. I mean, I got to raise the MVP award with a player I've been playing with for 10 years. We've played together for 10 years, and so to be able to ride on that energy coming into the playoffs is going to be it's a whole nother level, but I think we can rise to that expectation.
I'm sure the whole team is excited, to go for the first time to a NCAA tournament. And, like I said at the beginning, the expectations don't change. And, we just got to go with the mentality that it could be our last game of the season, especially for Oscar, myself, the last game of our, college careers. So I'm pretty sure everybody's going to step up and just give 100%.
I just think it's about focus right now. Focus one game at a time. We need to respect F&M. They've earned it. They deserve it. But we can't fear them. I think that's important in the national tournament. You go in with confidence. Everybody earned their right. Everybody punched their ticket. So now at this point, we need to be focused. We need to be confident. We need to go in with the right energy, the right mentality. Everybody's got to do their job, which we've kind of been preparing them to do all week. And, the energy of training's been pretty good for the most part this week. I think the energy's been high. I think the focus, even in classroom sessions, has been at a peak, I think, for us. So I think as long as the guys come in confident and believe, we can definitely achieve success. I believe it. So it is exciting. I mean, to get an opportunity to play in the national tournament, you're one of 64 teams that has an opportunity to win a national championship at the end is a great opportunity that you have to cherish, live in the moment, and not take anything for granted. As I told our freshmen, just because you're here now doesn't mean you'll go back. You know, this could be the only moment. So don't waste a second of it. Take it all in, but don't waste a second of it. And you know, these juniors, I know that in their minds they're going to be coming in next fall saying repeat. That's what's going to be on the mind of every single player. But you cannot take this one for granted. You cannot take this moment, this opportunity that you've worked and fought so hard for granted. So I think we'll have the right mentality, right work ethic, right focus. You know, we'll respect our opponent, we won't fear them, and we'll be prepared to come out and win one match at a time.
Just want to say thank you to everyone. Thank you to the team. Thank you, boys. Thank you, coach, for giving me the best 4 years in my college career. And as I leave this program, I look forward to see the more championships you guys will win. And Coach K, I look forward to where you take this program, because I know it's at an all-time high and it's only going up from here.
Well, we appreciate you making it better. We appreciate you coming and making the program better than when you came here. You know, for me, I just got to say, you know, thank you to my children, my family for all support. First off as well, thank you to the fans. Thank you to support staff, Seth and Tom, for everything you guys did this weekend. You made it awesome. You know, to everyone in our athletic department, from the chancellor, you know, it takes, they say it takes a community, right? And I think I appreciate all the support that we've had from the administration top down. Even Chancellor Omid, I mean, all of them have been gracious. Dr. Clark, all of them have congratulated us. Many were at the weekend. And I appreciate all the support, the fans, the students. I thought they created an awesome environment. And to everyone that goes into a game day. And again, I can't thank our sports information enough for all you guys are doing behind the scenes. You know, lastly, I got to thank, to be honest, my biggest motivation was my parents for this past weekend. In fact, my father called and kind of gave me some good motivation and some encouragement, and I appreciate it. Many texts. For me, talk about previous championship, my phone just blew up with former players here like Vic Weaver, and you know, to see a bunch of alumnus there was awesome. Many of my former players, some of them I coached 15 years ago. One of them I coached, I know it's hard to believe I'm only 25, but one of them I coached him 17 years ago in college, and he was texting me. So to see him still following was awesome. It was an amazing experience. But the biggest thanks go out to my 4 little ones. You know, I appreciate and I love you guys. I know they're going to be at the game and enjoy this weekend. Love you, Justice. Love you, Aaliyah. Love you, Mila Rose. Love you, Jemiah. And Aaliyah's birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Aaliyah. You're officially a teenager, even though you've been one, it seems like, for the last 10 years. You're officially 13 and teenager. So hope you guys enjoy the weekend and have a great experience in the NCAA tournament.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.